Why do you hate us, Nord? Your own king declared us allies, but still, you turn us away.
Don't put words in my mouth, Dark Elf. I said you could enter Fort Armor, but the inn is full, so you can't stay. Official
Old
business
Huring's
of the
been
kingdom
spreading
takes
tales of how you
precedence after
defeated
all.
Milana.
This
Very
is
impressive.
ridiculous. And we've come such a long way. We'll find somewhere else to rest. Somewhere not filled with such hate.
Listen, if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Armel, but the inn is full. There's no more room. And the Jarl's Keep is off limits too, of course. King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town. That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pact together so suddenly. You can find Commander Ian on the bridge in the middle of town. Good luck getting any information out of him, though. He won't tell his own troops anything. I doubt he'll tell a stranger.
They say we are allies, friends. But when we need a place to rest, we're turned away. Important business, they say. The inn is full. Rubbish. It's because we're not Nords.
We've been traveling for days now, trying to escape the Stormfist Brigade and their orc raiders to the west. We finally arrive at a safe place and they turn us away.
Furu's been leading us around for weeks now. She keeps promising she'll find us a new home and some work so we can settle down. If promises were gold, we'd be wealthy misers by now.
Rumors proclaim that the Ebonheart Pact is having a secret meeting here. Why that should hinder humble travelers, though, is beyond me. Ugh, we've been on the road for so long.
Comrade, a word.
Filgor's troops sweep through the west as they press their assault. Our scouts report that they're fortifying their holdings in the east as well.
So, the Stormfists have you trapped. That's Nord tactics for you. You can't win battles just by swinging your axe and yelling at the top of your lungs.
I would suggest you keep your jabs in check, Dark Elf. At least we don't hide behind the skirts of a supposed god-woman.
You dare insult my Lady Almalexia? I would have your head on a pot.
Will you two stop it? You whine more than my egg brother, and he's newly hatched. We need to work together.
You will not tell me what to do, Scaly One. I am the Prince of Skyrim.
Stop it! All of you! This is the kind of behavior that got us into this mess in the first place! We need to work together to figure things out. Together!
I'm getting tired of being treated like second-class citizens. The Nords have turned their backs on my people more times than I can count. It would serve them right if we refuse our aid when they call upon it.
One more, and you'll be good-looking.
Why, oh why, are you pestering me? Let me enjoy my fire in peace. Chew now, chew!
You don't impress me. I impress you.
Prince Ernskar must emulate the wolves and find his inner peace. If not, he may undo all of his father's hard work.
I must apologize. If you seek the king, he's currently busy within the city and cannot receive visitors. He has important matters to deal with, as you can well imagine.
Why are you bothering me? And how did you get in here? My guards have apparently gotten lax in their duties again.
I really only know 4 chords, but no one seems to mind. A gathering, a feast, a time to drink. Who am I kidding? It's always time to drink.
It's nice to see another strong guild member around here. Our numbers aren't what they used to be. Live by the sword and all that.
The guild requests
I
your help.
received a letter from my sister in Narcissus. She says things are back to normal now that the Lodos plague has ended.
That is good news. Praise Almalexia. I thought that damn disease was going to spread forever.
I'm thankful my sister and her family were spared. I know others who weren't that lucky.
What a gathering of diverse troops! Nords and Dark Elves and Argonians, side by side and all together. Just let the Stormfists try to cause trouble here. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Where's that lazy skeever? I'm going to kill you. What do you want? Someone steal your gold pouch or something?
Don't tell the commander who sent you to him. His mood's been an icy squall since Thod failed to report in this morning. The last thing I need is him taking it out on me.
Where's that lazy skeever? I'm going to kill you. What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you? We stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king was coming. But he's not here for that. King shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials, clearly up to something important. And you just expect me to tell you what that is? Did you always get milk when you whined for it as a baby? Be off! I need to find one of my guards. You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably passed out somewhere. But I can't be too careful right now. I just want this all to be over. We're not used to dealing with so many different groups all in one place. All right. Find Thod, and I might let some information slip. We'll leave it at that. Look for Thod over near the tents. Maybe someone in the camp knows where he disappeared to. The skeever's late and I'm tired. If you find him, send him back here to report to me or guard Hlolnor over there.
There is an urgent task for you.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days! You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. It smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian. He wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wager he's either passed out or nursing a bad headache right about now. The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but yet...
A gathering! A feast! A time to drink! Who am I kidding? It's always time to...
Whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must know who or what I am. Oh, whatever may I assist you with?
Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu. I don't want to. Want to sleep. A perfectly good dream. Oh, Narayu. I love you, Narayu. Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu.
Comrade, a word.
Oh, if you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thod's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your time. I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are a lot of us, and we're known to relax with a bottle of mead or two when we're off duty. And never to excess. So really, I wouldn't worry about it. Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, I slept last night. Now, it's not that I don't believe you found a drunk Nord by the river. It wouldn't be the first time. It's just that it can't be thawed. I can prove it. Both the commander and Thod headed towards the barracks on the west side of town. If you hurry, you should be able to catch up with them. Then you can go get a drink and relax. Seems like you could use it. Both the commander and Thod were heading towards the barracks. I'm sure you can catch up with them if you hurry.
I told you that we need to be patient. You're always in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think. Why, I have a mind to... Can I help you with something? The Fort Amol guard barracks are off limits, so I hope you don't plan on trying to get inside. The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. As one of the officials helping coordinate efforts at Fort Amol, perhaps I could be of service? I am a noble and an advisor to the Jarl of Fort Amol. I have been charged with making sure that all of our esteemed guests are well cared for. I assume you are part of King Yoren's guard if you seek to speak with Commander Iarn? Ah, yes. Thawd. Of course. He was just here, as a matter of fact. You just missed him. You weren't the one looking for him earlier by chance. Iarn mentioned someone looking into guard business. Not many folks care about Thawd. Well, how about I help you instead? Iarn has been on edge of late. Perhaps the king's presence makes him nervous. Or it's all these foreigners. Who knows? But he has been acting strange. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you. You seem eager to help, so I'm giving you something to do. If I toss around false accusations or involve the king's guards, it might seem like Fort Amol can't deal with its own problems. Trail the commander. Determine if my fears are justified. Hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for Iarn. You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
Why did the Argonians bring so many cats? I don't get it. I hate cats. What are you doing in here? Get out! The barracks is no place for cats, but do people keep bringing them in here?
Took you long enough, Commander.
I thought I was being followed. We have to be smart about all this.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
Good, good. I took care of things on my end. I stuffed all of the duplicates in Marla's house. As long as no one goes snooping around in there, we'll be fine.
You just have to poke your nose into things that don't concern you, don't you? You can join the rest of the bodies in here. You're too late. You'll...
I'm afraid you just missed Commander Ian. Again. He was in a hurry. He always seems to run when everyone else around here just saunters. Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers? What? All of this in Marla's house? You have to understand how strange this sounds. You're telling me that the commander I was just speaking to is actually dead? And there are others? Including 2 dead Marlas? After that story, I think I might be the one who needs a drink. Well, thanks for the information. I'll make sure to look into these accusations as soon as I can. But you're not going to give up on this, are you? Listen, let's say I believe you. Let's say there are Stormfist agents impersonating people in Fort Armel. Even if all of this is true, we can't start a panic. The leaders of the Pact are here, for kind's sake. No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you running around crying murder, especially with the Pact delegations here. Think of how fragile our alliance already is. You should speak to Lord Velop. Tell him what you told me. He's the Jarl's advisor. He has his hand in everything that happens around here. Tell him what you told me. Leave nothing out. Velop's smart. If what you say is true, and by Kain I hope it isn't, he'll know what to do, without causing a panic. You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he enjoys his mead. And I understand that nobles can get particularly thirsty when the king is in town. You have to look at this from my point of view. A stranger walks into town and makes outlandish claims about spies and imposters and murders. How do I know that you're not one of these Stormfist traitors trying to cause trouble? You certainly are insistent. I'll grant you that much. Look, I'll check the house as soon as I can. In the meantime, go talk to Lord Velop. Shaw's bones if there really are spies in Fort Armel. His lordship will know what to do. You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he
Welcome to my wife's inn. Please, make yourself at home.
Have you seen all the pack soldiers? Fort Amal is crawling with them. And do you know what that means? My till is full. I hear things. Rumors about the Scald King. Talk of secret pact meetings. Tales of people not acting like themselves. It means the inn is full and profits are through the roof. That's what it means, friend. That's what it means.
So, was the hunt successful? Did you find out what nefariousness our good Commander Ian is up to? What? No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend, and start at the beginning. Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgor's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed? Did you tell anyone else about this? I'll need to have a word with Loanor. The implications for the pact are horrifying. Dark elves and Nords have died. Finger-pointing will escalate into violence as soon as word gets out. Especially with Prince Ernskar's temper. Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this quiet. He also possesses common sense. If anyone knows how we should approach this problem, it's Thane Harvald. Go find Thane Harvald at the camp. If he has any sense, he'll help us without involving that whiny Prince Ernskar. I'll deal with Guard Cloanor to make sure she doesn't spread word of this to anyone.
Even officers need to relax every now and then. And an inn! The last place my troops camped was cold, hostile, and barren. And we ran out of mead. Do you see the Scald King? I'm here with me, myself, and mead. Lots of mead.
These soldiers don't appreciate my music. They'd rather sing along to bawdy drinking songs. I wish I knew some.
I want to hear something bawdy.
Can I get anything to drink that isn't mead?
I make the finest ales throughout the frostwater tundra.
All these fine Nord women, and you make puppy eyes at a haughty dark elf? That's a waste of time. They think we're savages.
But her dust-colored skin, her fierce eyes, her bossiness. She just makes me want to... Well, I like her.
So many new people to meet. So little time.
Did you see that dark elf Naryu? She looks good in that dress. I hope she stops by
All
the inn
these
soon.
fine Nord women, and you make puppy eyes at a haughty dark elf? That's a waste of time. They think we're savages.
But her dust-colored skin, Her fierce eyes. Her bossiness. She just makes me want to... Well, I like her. Filgor was defeated in fair combat 10 years ago. No honorable Nord would accept him as king now.
And he adds to his dishonor, bringing these orc bastards to fight for him. Calls himself Orc Thane. Bah!
The orcs are fearless fighters, though. I'll give them that. Pity we have to kill them all. Filgor was defeated in fair combat 10 years ago. No honorable Nord would accept him as king now.
And he adds to his dishonor, bringing these orc bastards to fight for him. Calls himself Orc Thane. Bah!
The orcs are fearless fighters, though. I'll give them that. Pity we have to kill them all. Filgor was defeated in fair combat 10 years ago. No honorable Nord would accept him as king now.
And he adds to his dishonor, bringing these orc bastards to fight for him. Calls himself Orc Thane. Bah!
The orcs are fearless fighters, though. I'll give them that. Pity we have to kill them all.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
The Nord don't need the help of the weakling Argonians and the cowardly Dark Elves. We can win this war on our own.
Your uncle Filgor has allied himself with the Stormfist clan and the orcs, my prince. We need all the help we can get. You need to apologize to the delegates, and get them back to the table before this rift grows any wider.
Let the pact shatter and fall for all I care. We need no one but ourselves. You grow old and weak, Harvold, like my father. This conversation is over.
Prince Ernskar must emulate the wolves and find his inner peace.
The prince in his hot temper. He decided to hold his own meeting, while the king and the Pact ambassadors meet at the keep. He managed to insult both the Dark Elves and the Argonians with his posturing and boastfulness. Talk freely. Thane Oda is as trustworthy as I. But understand that I have enough trouble as it is, and I don't need any more bad news. I have my hands full trying to figure out how to calm the prince and get the Pact delegates back to the meeting. And that's not what I wanted to hear. The prince will have to be told about this, of course. And the Argonian and Dark Elf delegates. They need to be able to protect themselves. I can't keep secrets from my prince, no matter how hot-headed he may be. I'll make him understand the seriousness of the situation. But I doubt the Argonians and Dark Elves will listen. They were very angry when they marched back to their camps. Perhaps, if you say that King Yoren sent you, they might not forgive the prince and return immediately, but they might listen to you. They need to know that we value the Pact and their companionship. Do whatever it takes to make them happy. What does he always do? He opened his mouth and let words fall out. He said many terrible things and drove them away. And all his father asked him to do was coordinate troop movements and battle plans while the Council of War was in session. Do whatever it takes to make the Argonians and Dark Elves happy. We need to get them back here before more people start dying. I won't allow the prince's ignorance and ill-founded opinions to lead to the dissolution of the Pact.
Prince Ernskar must
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn camping trip. I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all. And he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help. Let me think. No, nothing comes to mind. The Dunmer are finished helping those who show no respect or gratitude. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to stay warm. Feel free to talk to my servant Nariu if you need something more. Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? Why hold a summit in such a frigid place?
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or Shh! No one needs to know that. Veron gave me my first solo contract. It's a special one. The target's around here somewhere, but I haven't pinpointed where just yet, so I'm in disguise. Not my first choice of garb, but it works. Geld is an idiot, and the prince is, well, he's a royal idiot. Bringing those two together might hurt more than help with any problems you have here. But since you asked so nicely, I can help. Might even get me closer to my goal. I can be rather convincing when I need to be, especially in this attire. The Jarl keeps some of his best wine locked away in the barracks. Snag a couple of bottles for me. Just be careful in there. The guards don't like visitors. While I hate to hide such good looks, you're going to need a disguise, a guard uniform. I saw one of those idiots splashing around in the river not too long ago. If he's still there, you might be able to borrow his armor. For a friend, anything. One of the guards hates cats. Earlier I saw a cat run into the building. The guard chased it for an hour. Bring a cat with you. Might prove useful. I saw a bunch of them following the Argonians around. Try over there. A little snaking, a little destruction. Do what you need to in order to get that wine from the barracks. Just don't get caught.
The guild requests your help.
I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful and we smell good. Excuse me, but who are you? And why is King Yoren requesting any help from us? The prince made it very clear that he thinks very little of my eggkin and I. Why we even bothered coming here is beyond me. The prince cares nothing for us. He refused to send any help to my kin in Darkwater Crossing. The trolls wander the town now, and only the Hiss knows what happened to my people. I offer the same thing to you as the prince offered to me. Nothing. King Yoren is a good man, strong and wise. I hear he hates cats. He gave shelter to my people when they fled from the Stormfists and their orc allies. But that doesn't change the current situation. And Prince Ernskar is still a Gwarlicker. It's too late to help Darkwater, but not to reclaim our honor. A deal, then. If you remove the head of the large troll we call Death in Winter and bring it to me, I will consider returning to Ernskar's meeting for the king. Bring back the head of the Alpha Troll to honor my people. Do what your prince's guards refuse to do. Then I'll consider speaking with the others again.
I heard there's a crater in the middle of Selphora now, and not much else.
Not another cat. I hate... Not another cat. I hate...
What in Kain's name was that?
The guild has need of you, comrade.
I avoid the inn for other reasons. Mostly because of all the loud, drinking Nords that constantly seem to fill the place.
Do you know what that sweat had me fetch while you were gone? Food from the other tent, as if walking 10 feet would kill him. I got the food, though. Added a special berry, too. His stomach would appreciate it. I knew I could count on you. Reliability is an admirable trait. This will taste good. Probably make taking orders from that barking dog over there a bit more tolerable. And it should be enough to get the job done. To get Geld's nice and comfortable. Then I'll convince him that what he just drank was poisoned. Lucky for him, I have the antidote. Of course. He'll do whatever I want to get it. And that should be very entertaining. Of course. How did you think I was going to convince him? Now, do me a favor and stay alert out there. I've seen enough shadows and sheepish grins to know that something isn't right in Fort Armel. But that's why I'm here now, isn't it? Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you.
Do my eyes look red to you?
There is an urgent task for you.
This one is ready now, as mud is my mother. This one is ready now. As mud is my mother, no troll shall pass.
Pain makes victim delirious. She falls in and out of consciousness. The troll bite is inflamed, and it begins to ooze.
Please, Stormy. There must be something you can do.
Stormy Eyes. He's special. We owe our lives to him a dozen times over.
Sister of Wind was injured when the trolls attacked. She's still unconscious and I'm worried about her. Stormy thinks he can save her, but he needs supplies that were left behind when we fled.
Too much to do and too little time. A stranger offers aid. You dare to put your own life in danger for the benefit of others? That sounds too good to be true. Well, I would be foolish to turn down help, wherever it comes from. I need certain materials to perform the ritual. Can you gather them for me? I need you to catch torch bugs. I need 5 pairs of wings. No more, no less. I also need the satchel for my home. The intact building. The one with a sturdy lock. The key should be in an urn near the house. I tossed it in there when I ran by. It will help me find my way through her dreams. I enter the dream stride and cure people from within. I've always had this gift. I try to use it for good, but things don't always work out the way you hope. I try not to think about those times. I need you to catch torch bugs. I need 5 pairs of wings. No more, no less. I also need the satchel for my home. The intact building. The one with a sturdy lock. The key should be in an urn near the house. I tossed it in there when I ran by.
Sister of Wind was injured when the trolls attacked. She's still unconscious.
We fled Darkwater Crossing when the trolls attacked. If not for Stormy Eyes, we wouldn't have found this place.
We were sleeping. There was a rumble and some shouting. Next thing I know, Pols there grabs my arm and yells that we have to go. Those trolls. They almost got us.
Laughs has what you need to slick your crest or spin your tail.
I don't have a lot left, but I split my supplies with the rest of the camp.
All my supplies, my stock of goods, all smashed by some oaf of a troll. I'm ruined.
The king has been good to us, and we're grateful. We came here after the Aldmeri attacks on our land, and the king gave us Darkwater Crossing, even helped us rebuild it. I just wish he had provided soldiers to protect us, though.
It has to be in here somewhere. It has to be! Who are you? What are you doing in here? Everyone was supposed to be gone. Just gathering my belongings. I had to leave so suddenly. I missed a couple of necessities. Now get out of my house, won't you? I don't want you here. Figures you'd be working with the lizards. They always lure outsiders to their cause with false promises and sob stories. Those Argonians are killers. If you're working with them, you're no better than they are. What am I talking about? That Dreamwalker! He uses dark magic, magic he doesn't understand. How many innocents have to die because of his recklessness? That's just what he wants you to believe. And you're stupid enough to listen to his lies. It's a shame a troll didn't rip your heart out. It's what you and those killers deserve. Now get out of my way. I have what I came for. Take care of this nuisance. He's trying to help the lizards. Take care of this nuisance. He's trying to help the lizards. You help those who let the innocent die? You are no better than they are. No! You can't beat me! How dare you help the Argonians? The filthy lizards. They killed my wife. She put her faith in the Dreamwalker. Put her life in his hands. My wife was ill. This Dreamwalker, he promised he could cure her by entering her dreams. She swore off practical medicines, said there were other ways. There were lies. I held her hand as her life slipped away. He killed her. I came here to make them suffer, all of them, to make them feel the pain as I did. I put blood around the village, lured the trolls here. I watched them destroy the place, and now, it seems I hold the life of another in my hands. Whoever the Dreamwalker is trying to save, he sent you for his reagents, didn't he? That's why you were in the house. That's why I was there too. To make sure he never stepped into another dream again. Let me go, and I'll tell you where to find them. I tried to destroy this monster after what he did to my wife, but it's out of my hands now. Let me go, and I'll tell you where I hid the reagents. Kill me, and you'll never find them. I put the reagents into a vase and threw it into the ruined building I ran by. Take them and get back to your Dreamwalker. Just know it won't work. She's dead, regardless of what you do. Just like my wife. Leave me. I told you what you wanted to know. You'll see. You'll see how the lizard fails. Just you wait. I know what I'm talking about.
I need you to catch torch bugs. I need 5 pairs of wings. No more, no less. I also need the satchel for my home. The intact building. The one with a sturdy lock. The key should be in an urn near the... Did you bring the items I requested? No time to talk about that now. I know exactly who you met, but please, I must try to save this one's life first. The present now, then we can discuss the past. Sister of Wind will recover. Breathing normal, body healing. Her dreams were tainted by the injuries. Always happy when I help another. Always remember the ones I couldn't save. Sister of Wind will recover. Breathing normal, body healing. Her dreams were tainted by the injuries. Always happy when I help another. Always remember the ones I couldn't save. One of many. Beautiful woman. Dark hair, pretty eyes, like the sea. Osmala came to me and begged for my help. I knew her chances weren't good, but I decided to try to save her anyway. Luckily, none of my people were lost, but poor Osmala. He acted out of grief, out of love for the woman he lost. I forgive him. They are safe. Trolls still roam the area, but they will get bored and wander off when the food runs out. Hopefully, they won't look in this cave. We are in your debt. My skills are yours, should you ever need them. If you ever need assistance, you need only to ask. I owe you the largest of favors, as do my people.
The king has been good to us, and we're grateful. We came here.
The Scald King. Bah! He gave us Darkwater Crossing, and what good did it do us? He probably...
The guild requests your help.
What's that smell? It's awful. My people came to Fort Ammel from the west, but the town wasn't big enough to absorb them. They settled at Darkwater Crossing. Then the trolls came. You have done what that arrogant prince would not do. Thank you. Perhaps. That is for them to decide, but at least they have that choice. Like King Yoren, you demonstrate honor. I will return to the prince's meeting and hear what he has to say. You have earned that much. I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful and we smell good.
Why hold a summit in such a
I heard that you've been hard at work. A powerful troll for the Argonians? Really? That's quite remarkable. And I spoke to Prince Ernskar. He agrees that he might have been a little arrogant. Especially when I told him what you discovered. Maybe now we can all get back to the business at hand, instead of just throwing insults at each other. With the Pact working together again, we should be able to sniff out Fildgor's spies easily enough. Now my only concern is for the king. He's surrounded himself with our strongest warriors, but the element of surprise gives Fildgor an advantage. After what you said the Stormfists have already accomplished, how can we trust anyone on the other side of the keep's gate? I know King Yoren requested privacy for this meeting with the ambassadors, but I can't just assume everything is all right. Actually, Lord Verlop suggested that you two take care of it. I need to keep the prince in line, and we don't want to tip our hand to the Stormfists. Besides, I know you can handle yourself. Get in there and secure the king. The gates have been sealed since we arrived, but Lord Verlop should be able to open them. King Yoren was adamant that no one disturb the meeting. I imagine that whatever they are discussing in there, Fildgor is definitely at the heart of it. King Yoren is guarded by a squad of soldiers he selected personally. I'm sure everything is fine. Still, we can't be too careful. But I don't want to embarrass the king needlessly. You and Lord Verlop can handle this. I have faith in you. The gates have been sealed since we arrived, but Lord Verlop should be able to open them. King Yoren was adamant that no one disturb the meeting. I imagine that whatever they are discussing in there, Fildgor is definitely at the heart of it.
Comrade, a word.
That's strange. Where are the guards? Oh, that's right. They're dead. Just like you're about to be. You know, you were a real pain in my side. I sent you after Ian and Marla, but somehow you survived. Then I sent you to sabotage the prince. But instead, you brought the pact together. Well, if you want something done, you just have to do it yourself.
Move or call out and lose your tongue. Simple,
Wait,
right?
Don't kill me. I can help you. Yoren's still alive. You need me.
No one likes a liar, Nord. No one. Let's talk, hero. Why did I ever let Veron convince me to come to Eastmarch? Told you something bad was gonna happen. I didn't want you to walk into this trap alone, so I followed you. Good thing, too. I've been tracking a Breton illusionist by the name of Dalin for a while now. The villain created quite a stir by assassinating a few nobles in Mournhold recently. I discovered that he took a contract with Fildgor and tracked him to this region. Not exactly, but I'd wager he's inside the keep. I'm not sure what we'll find in there, but you'll need to be quick. Dalin's already a step ahead of us. The man bought Verlop with a promise of gold. Who knows who else he's got on his side? I need to make sure our Alliance friends are playing nice with each other. Then I'll meet up with you. After I get out of this damn dress and into some proper clothing. How do women wear stuff like this all the time?